Hi and welcome to Student Result Ranking System. This was at a request of one of my viewers, and this is what I've put together. So let me show you guys how it works. I'm going to now use the reset all that, and right in here let's enter the student ID and the name. So let's say the name is Echo Shodi. Okay, and the course code, that is the course code. Now for mathematics, Mr. Shodi scored that much. Business, IT, economics, accounts, English, and business, and so on. So all we need to now do is click on rank there. So this guy is a first class student, and we can always print out the transcript, update our DataGridView right there, and if we have to delete, we can always delete. Like we have duplicate of Joe or Joel Stanmore, so we can always delete that. I think we have to use this here, delete Joel Stanmore. Then we can also add one more candidate there. Let's say this guy is Isha, and let's put Ewu there, right? And the course code of Mr. Isha Ewu is as follows. For mathematics 96%, business, this is a very intelligent man. We have this is a 90 and above student there. All you just need to do is then click on rank right there. You can see the total score, average, and the ranking is a first class student, and let's add that to our transcript right there, okay, which we can always print out, and we can add that to our DataGridView there. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is to take you guys straight into Visual Basic Development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's do that now. Hi and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial. I'm going to start by clicking on create new project. I'm actually using Visual Studio 2017, so select Visual Basic and make sure Windows Forms application is selected. This project is actually based on a request by a guy who would like me to develop student recording and ranking system. So we'll just call it student result underscore ranking there. That will be the name of my file. Click on OK. Alright, while the form is loading up, let me show you the email from this guy. Okay, minimize that. That's the email from this guy. If you guys can see it. Dear sir, can you do a video to calculate student result with ranks? And I did reply to him, just would like to know more about this tutorial or project. Student exam results with 5 or more subjects with scores, average, and grades. Okay, then there is another reply from this guy. Let me show you that. Okay, this is more information with regards to this project from this guy. Student result with 5 or more subject scores, average result, grades, pass or fail, total marks obtained from subject score, and the most important one is the ranking. That's first class, second class, and so on, based on the marks obtained. But there's one more thing. I think he would like me to use a DataGridView right there. Look at it. Okay, if possible, to use DataGridView for the project. So let's go to Visual Basic now, and have a go at it. I'm back in my Visual Basic. The first thing I will do is let me increase the font size to 1368 by, I'm gonna go for about 788, and let's get this one centered there. Okay, now let's get the DataGridView right here. That's it. Double click on it, and that's our DataGridView there. Right there, we'll be setting that later on. Now let's get buttons. We don't need about 3 of that, and I also need a text box. Let's look for a text box right there. We don't need a couple of those. Let's copy. Hold down the control, click and drag. Alright, and I'm gonna need here and here. I need about 3 of those. Right. Okay, let's maybe let's look for, I think I should use, group box. So paste this button right in there. Okay, what I'll do is let me speed up the naming of this component and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, this is how the interface looks. Let's run it so that you see what I'm talking about. That is how it all looks now. Here, this is going to just be a transcript, and here we have the subjects that were covered, the name, and the grades or the final output. And here we have the progression decision for the university and the following as well. Okay, let's start by taking care of the exit, the clear button, and so on. Oh, before that, you see this very DataGridView. Let's take care of that really. I'm going to select the DataGridView, and here I intend to enter as follows all of these datas. Will we be entering the students? Maybe I think this may be the student name. We may not. Well, let's see, I might be able to enter the rest of the information. Let's see, let's just take it from there. The first thing I'll do is let's come in here and let's click on edit columns, and in there add a column, and the very first column I intend to add, that will be student underscore ID. Now, and the title of that, copy and just paste it there. That's going to be the title of the student ID. Then the next column, I believe that's meant to be first name. Let's copy and paste them right here. Then we have surname. Copy and paste that, so that will be the surname. This is meant to be the header. Let me click on close and say OK, so that you guys see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So we've done this 3. The next one, let's click on that. Or let's just move this here so that I can click on this. Alright, the next one is going to be the course code. Alright, this is how the interface looks now, especially the DataGridView. That's how it looks now. Okay, so let's start with the coding, but before that I think maybe I should change this one to, let's change that to combo box. Let's come in here and go to the, just get rid of it, delete it, and come into the tools, grab a combo box there, combo box, there we go. Yeah, that replaced that. Okay, and let's change the name of that very component to CMB course code. There, that's taken care of. Alright, that's good. And increase the font size anyway. Let's go for 14. Right, that's fine. Okay, so that's right. So the first thing I would like to do now is let me take care of the exit right here. Scroll right down. We have an exit there. Double click on that. And let's declare the following variable. Dim I exit as dialog result. I exit equals MessageBoxButton, not MessageBoxButton, but MessageBox.Show. Say confirm if you want to exit comma out there, and the name of the project will be system or student ranking there. And let's come out here and enter MessageBoxButton right there. Dot yes no comma MessageBox dot MessageBoxIcon dot question. That is that. So that's the inbuilt function I intend to use, and we use an if statement. If I exit equals dialog result dot yes, then application dot exit dot exit. There, that's taken care of. So that's my, from here down here, that's the exit lines of codes. We can just try it out to see what I'm talking about. Click on exit. There we go. No. Click on exit again. Yes, that's fine. Now the next thing is we want to play this. Double click on that and just enter me dot DataGridView1 dot roles dot clear. Right, that will clear the whole DataGridView. What about if we want to delete just a single item? Okay, let's double click on that. And right there, those are the lines of code that delete a single item. Okay, now the next thing is if we want to add all of this information. Okay, let's look for, I think we may have to create that. Let's come in here and just add one more button there. Go back there, I'm going to call that update. Okay, alright, with the updates, you change that to update. And here the name is going to be btn update, and let's select the event because I've already copied it, and just delete this right there. So right in here, double click on that. So all we just need to do is let's copy DataGridView, copy and paste it right in there. So that'll become DataGridView1 dot roles dot add, and enter a bracket, and whatever we intend to add, let's start from student ID, txt student ID dot text, and the next one is comma, we want to add txt student name, that's it, dot text, comma, txt surname dot text, txt. I think we do have course. Do we have the course details? Let's check that out. Yes, of course we do. And let's see. Oh, it's CBM. Okay, let's go back in there. CMB.text. Now the subject area, we have mathematics, business, computer. Okay, let's go for TXA math, TXA business. Okay, this one is meant to be dot text and dot text here as well. Okay, I think we're gonna need another line here. Now we have, okay, that's business study. Then the next one, that's going to be TXT computing dot text. So I might as well just speed it up anyway. Okay, we have all the components in, but here I have labels here. Unfortunately, labels are not in my update here. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna have to change those around. Let's come in here and just change those. Instead of them being labeled, let's convert it all to text. Right. Let's copy or delete all of these first and just replace it. Right. And rename. Speed it up. Let's speed it up. Okay, I've finished renaming it, so let's come back in here. So that becomes TXT biology dot text. Then comma TXT, and that's total dot text, dot text. TXT average dot text, comma TXT ranking. Try that again. TXT ranking dot text. Okay. Hopefully that should take care of. So let's run it and see what's going to happen. So if I enter any data in here, okay, no, let's enter whatever in here for now. I should hopefully be able to update. Yeah, you see that, guys? Okay. Update, yeah. Then let's see, what about my delete? Okay, yeah, I can delete as well. And supposing I mistakenly, yeah, select a row. Okay, select a row, there's no title. I'm gonna have to take care of that. Rule selected there. Supposing I want to clear everything. Clear, that's good. Alright, now I need a reset to clear everything. So for the resets, let's come right here, double click on reset and enter the following function. Maybe paste it right underneath here. The following function there. And this function I will now have to call it right in here. Okay. So the other lines of code would be to take care of the RT transcript. nice one more thing for the combo box. Let's clear the combo box as well. Dot the items dot clear. Right. Okay, that should take care of all the clear. So for the resets, there they are. A function declared or written to clear all of the text box, and this function is to clear the other component that are not text box. So if I run the program now, and let's say we enter any data in here, student number, name, we don't have anything in there yet. Okay, alright, so we can always update that. We can delete whatever we don't want. We can clear that, and we can also reset. Let's say we have some data in here. Okay, let's click on reset. That's it, everything gone apart from this. So let's see what happened to that. So come back down, double click on reset, and in there maybe it's going to be text dot text equals. Let's see if that's going to work for that. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is for this combo box, let's select course code. So double click on that on the form load, cmd course code dot add items dot item dot add. So let's say this is the course code. Code. So that's the course code. So let's have like three more course code. Let's see, this is 88, and here we have 77 and 66. Those are the course code. So let's come up here and just enter one of those, and the text equals there. So when we run it, that is it until we select. Alright, then we enter our data in there. Now the other thing is we need to do the calculation to determine the total, average, and the ranking. But before then, let's clear everything. I'm going to select all of these, select all of these as well. I'm just here. Okay, let's try it again. Select it all, and that is just a ranking. Okay, because this will only accept, I want it to only accept numeric values. So let's come into key press. Let's go back. We need the key. Yeah, there we go. So let's just call that numbers underscore only. The numbers only in here we enter as follows. If ASCII key dot key press key char equals to 8, then if ASCII again is less than that, or if ASCII is greater than 57, then e dot handled equals true. There. So So that should take care of all of those text boxes that are selected. You can see the event is key press for all of them. Okay, have a good look at it. Alright, I can just break it up here. There we go. And that is it. If I run it, I can enter whatever character I want in here. That is fine. But in here, I will not be able to enter whatever character. I can only enter numbers. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In here, I cannot enter anything, but if I select numbers, you see, so that's the whole purpose of that very line of code. Okay, that takes care of numeric values only. Now let's take care of the ranking here. Double click on the ranking right there. Maybe I should just declare the following. I'm going to call it, just declare an array. So let's say I, or let's say result, R for result. Make that 15 as double. This has double because I'm going to be using, I'm going to find the average, and we need it to calculate everything accurately. Or maybe we can go for numeric value, but let's see first. R equals, so let's select R. The first value will be 0 equals txt math.text. Right, let's make it by value. So that means whatever is in there, if there's nothing there, it will default to 0. Right, and the next one, what is the next one? The next one is supposed to be business studies. Txt business studies. Okay, there. So I suppose you guys get the whole idea. I will now speed that up. Okay guys, I have all of the data that will be entered in an array. So let's add them all up. Then we divide it by 8. As you can see, we have 0, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subjects. So let's go for R8 equals R0 plus 1, 2. Okay, that will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There. Okay, that's the very first one. So let me go for another R. That will be R9. R9 equals everything here. Okay, as for R8, let's divide that by 8 to give us the average. There. Now we now want txt total dot text equals R9. There. Then the next one, we want the average now. Txt average dot text equals R Okay, we will now use an if statement to determine what. Alright, so in total, if you look at it, you add all of these together, it's 100 each, so that will give us 800. So for first class, let's say it's going to be from 700 and above. So let's enter some values in here. So when we click on that, that should give us that. So we want to find, in the case of this, average is that, so that means it's going to be a first class. So let's come back in here. Should it be no? Okay, let's use total, the value in total to determine. So let's say if total txt total dot text greater than and equals to 700, then txt ranking dot text equals first class. Alright, now copy that. Now let's use else if. Else if it's less than, greater than and equals to 600, that should give us 21. That is how 21 is written. Okay, it's 2i. Now if it's less than and equals to 500, that is 22. You can change it to 22 or 21, that's fine. And this, if it's less than and equals to 400, that is third class. And here, if it's less than and equals to 200, that becomes certificate of higher education. Let's say CO. Okay. Now, anything less than that, that will be a failure. Okay, in here, let's just make that. If it's less than and equals to 100, let's enter a fail there. Okay, now the next thing, since we've done all of these, for the following, let's use, so let's enter the progression decision here. LBL progression decision dot text, let's say equals course complete. Right, so this one, the same thing. Course complete as well. Course complete. And in the case of fail, LBL progression decision, course incomplete. There. Right. So let's run our program now. Give it a try. Okay, we start by entering the student ID number, name, and surname, course code, and right here mathematics 90%, business, computing, economics, accounts, English. Let me give myself 96, 96, 70 something. Now we can always update our system here. Update, there we go, student name and so on. And we can also delete it because we don't have our average and so on. So let's delete and come back in here. Ranking, that's it. Total, average, and ranking is first class. So we can now update our system. Look at it right there. Okay, but the progression route is not there, so delete that. And the progression route should be, that should be text as well, but we have it as label here, so it's not going to work. Okay, now enter another student details. This is Steve, and Steve is Steve Kings. Course code, and let's change one or two things here. Right, okay, Steve Kings is 2.1 update, and so on, guys. So you see that, guys, but the only bit left out is the progression route. So let's take care of the progression route. We may have to change that to text. So come in here, clear it all. That works good. Exit, yeah. Now come back in here. I'm just going to delete that and use a text box. Come back in here. Let's grab a text box. I'll speed that up and get back to you guys. Okay, we've taken care of that. It's now a text box, and here are the lines of code. That's how the lines of codes looks like. But we also need to add this to our update, so I'm going to copy that and go right up here, or maybe double click on the update, and here let's enter a comma, enter, and there, that's the update done. So let's run it one more time. Enter student ID, name of student, let's just call that student Jenny Allen. Lee, and course code mathematics, business, IT, economics, accounts, English, and so on. There. So let's check her ranking. She's a 2.1 candidate, and that is course complete. We can now update our system, and right there. Okay, so one thing that you guys haven't seen is the transcript that I created. Let me show it to you. That's the transcript, and with the transcript, when you click on it, you get the whole transcript of each student right there. Well, let's move it. Let's find a way to move that transcript here. Let's get the others. I'll just rearrange a whole lot. The transcript stays right here. Then all these other ones stays together. Right. Okay. And let me show you guys the lines of code for the transcript. Those are the lines of code for the transcript. Have a good look at it. Alright. And here, those are the lines of code for the ranking, to add the whole information up and determine which one is first class, second class, and so on. It's all in array, and that's to check if you entering numeric value. This is to update the data grid, and right here that is to clear your text box, and that will clear the transcript and reset all of the text box, including the combo box. Here we have the delete, to delete a row, and right here that's to clear the data grid itself, and finally that is the exit. Okay guys, so I'm going to run it and call it the end of the program. So let's run it now. I suppose I've been able to respond to your request, my man. So let's see how it finally works. There we go. We enter a name here, or that should be student ID number. We enter a name. So let's say the name is maybe something Alan, and the surname is Lad. Course code up here: mathematics, business, IT, economics, accounts, English, business, and biology. There. So all they need to do is to click on rank, and that's it. This guy is a first class student, course complete. Print out the transcript. Okay, we have the student ID, the name, all of the correct grades, final decision. Then we can always update the data grid, and if we want we can always clear this out and enter all the student details there. Reset there and enter all the student details. Okay, and the course code, that is the course code. Now for mathematics, Mr. I'll show the score that much. Business, IT, economics, accounts, English, and business, and so on. So all we need to now do is click on rank there. So this guy is a first class student, and we can always print out the transcript, update our DataGridView right there, and if we have to delete we can always delete. Like we have duplicate of Joe or Joel Stanmore, so we can always delete that. I think we have to use this here, delete Joel Stanmore. Then we can also add one more candidate there. Let's say this guy is Isha, and let's put Ewu there, right? And the course code of Mr. Isha Ewu is as follows. For mathematics 96%, business, this is a very intelligent man. We have this is a 90 and above student there. All you just need to do is then click on rank right there. You can see the total score, average, and the ranking is a first class student, and let's add that towards transcript right there. Okay, which we can always print out, and we can add that to our DataGridView there. Okay guys, so with that, I'm going to call it the end of the tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe, and you have a nice day now. Bye for now.